You've seen the headlines and the stories about Ozempic, Wegovy, and especially the powerful results from Mounjaro and Zepbound. For many people, these medications have been life-altering. The question many are now asking is this as good as it gets? Or is there something even more effective on the way? The short answer is yes. The pipeline of future obesity treatments is incredibly active, and today we're going to look at what's next after Mounjaro. I'm a clinical pharmacist, and my goal on Pharmacist Online is to give you clear, evidence-based information on medications and your health. This video is for general educational purposes and is not personal medical advice. Any changes to your care should always be discussed with your own healthcare team. If you appreciate straight talk about medicine, take a moment to subscribe to Pharmacist Online. The drugs we have now, which mainly target a hormone signal called GLP-1, and in the case of tirzepatide, a second one called GIP, have set a very high bar. But researchers are now focused on 3 key areas for improvement: even greater weight loss, more convenience, and reducing side effects. Let's look at the most promising drugs currently in late-stage development. First up is the one generating the most attention. It's a drug from Eli Lilly called Retatrutide. You might hear it nicknamed the Triple G drug. That's because while Mounjaro hits 2 hormone targets, Retatrutide hits 3, GLP-1, GIP, and a third one called glucagon. Adding this third target seems to significantly increase energy expenditure, or the number of calories your body burns. So how well does it work? The results from its phase 2 study were stunning. At the highest dose, participants saw an average weight loss of over 24% of their body weight in 48 weeks. To put that in perspective, that number is getting very close to the results seen with some types of bariatric surgery. This is a level of effectiveness from a medication that we simply haven't seen before. A common question I hear is, when will it be available? Retatrutide is currently in large, global phase 3 trials. Those are the final studies needed before a company can ask for FDA approval. We expect to see results from those trials in late 2025 or early 2026, so it is not available yet, but it is the leading candidate for the next major step up in effectiveness. Now, one of the biggest complaints about the current medications is the need for a weekly injection. A lot of people ask, will there ever be a monthly option? A company called Amgen is working on exactly that, with a drug called Mounjaro. It has a very interesting and different mechanism. Like the others, it activates the GLP-1 receptor. But, unlike Mounjaro, it actually blocks the GIP receptor. The science here is complex, but the goal is the same: significant weight loss. The big story with Mounjaro is convenience. It's being studied as a once-monthly injection. For many patients, switching from 52 injections a year to just 12 would be a huge improvement in quality of life. Early data also suggests that the weight loss from Mounjaro might be more durable, meaning it could be easier to maintain the weight loss even after stopping the medication. We need much more data to confirm this, but it's a very promising feature. This drug is still in development and is not available in pharmacies, but it represents a major focus on making treatment simpler for patients. Beyond those 2, there are other powerful injectable combinations being studied. Novo Nordisk, the maker of Ozempic and Wegovy, is testing a combination called CagriSema. This pairs semaglutide, the drug in Wegovy, with another medication called cagrilintide. Cagrilintide mimics a different hormone called amylin, which also helps you feel full. In a mid-stage trial, this combination led to an average weight loss of over 15%. Other drugs like semaglutide are also being developed. These target both GLP-1 and glucagon. What's interesting about these is that they've shown strong potential not just for weight loss, but also for treating a type of liver disease related to metabolism, often called MASH or MASLD. This highlights a key trend: developing drugs that treat obesity and its related health conditions at the same time. After hearing all this, you might be wondering, what about a pill? For many people, the idea of avoiding injections altogether is the #1 priority. The good news is there are several oral medications in the pipeline that look much more effective than what is currently available. The first one to know is from Eli Lilly called orforglipron. This is a daily pill that activates the GLP-1 receptor. Unlike the only oral GLP-1 available now, Rybelsus, this new pill is not a peptide. That means it's easier to take and doesn't have the same strict rules about taking it on an empty stomach with only a small amount of water. In its phase 2 trial, orforglipron showed an average weight loss of up to nearly 15%, which is very impressive for a pill. Novo Nordisk is also developing an oral pill called amycretin, which targets both GLP-1 and amylin. Early data released from its phase 1 trial showed very rapid weight loss. If this holds up in larger trials, having multiple, highly effective oral options could completely change the treatment landscape. If having an effective pill option sounds like a big step forward, tap the like button and let Pharmacist Online know your thoughts in the comments. So where does this leave you? What is the big picture for the future of obesity treatment? There are 3 clear trends. First, effectiveness is increasing. Drugs like Retatrutide are pushing toward results that rival surgery. Second, convenience is a major goal. Monthly injections and effective daily pills are getting closer to reality. And third, we are moving toward having more options. This is important because not every person responds the same way to every medication. In the future, a doctor might be able to choose a treatment based on a person's specific needs, whether they also have liver disease, whether they prefer a pill or an injection, or how they respond to different hormone pathways. Of course, all of these new medications will still need to be paired with foundational lifestyle habits. Nutrition, physical activity, and behavior changes will always be the base for long-term success and maintaining results. Remember, every single drug I mentioned today is investigational. They are not FDA approved for obesity and are not available for you to be prescribed. The purpose of this video is to show you what the science says is coming, so you can have informed conversations with your doctor in the years ahead. The pace of innovation in this area is faster than it has ever been. You now have a clear picture of the next wave of obesity treatments, from the triple G drug to the monthly shot and the new generation of pills. The goal is more weight loss, more convenience, and more personalized choices. The most important step for you right now is to work with your healthcare team to create the best plan with the safe and effective tools we have today. For more honest updates on treatments and everyday health topics, subscribe to Pharmacist Online and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next breakdown. Thank you for watching.